All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Victor Escalante, and today I'm gonna share a brief presentation on a topic that is essential to preparing our students, for success in the 21st century. The four C's is what we like to call it. The four C's are these skills that are critical thinking, communicating, collaborating, and the use of creativity. This is nice because this really um, this all is giving me a lot of memories. When I was a kid, I used to play chess, and I was using all these skills without knowing it. And now that I know, I'm so excited because I like to promote all these skills with my students in my classes every day. And all these skills are not just educational trends, they are foundational abilities that our students need to thrive academically, socially, and professionally. And today, my goal is just to show you how we can intentionally integrate these skills into our daily instruction, especially because, as I said before, when I was a kid, I used to use all this once, and I didn't know that I was using it because I was just thinking that I only was playing chess. But it's the whole thing with our students. They don't need to know what they're doing exactly, but they need to use their skills. You can be creative with your um, a activities, but the students need to know that at the end of the day, they're gonna need all these skills for solving, their own problems. So, what are learning skills? As we were just saying, um, all the skills, all the 21st century skills. And you can name all them, but the main ones for these presentations are going to be critical thinking, which is just how we use um, how we analyze, how we argue, and how to classify some stuff. But also, and then some people like to say that it's the use of, it's when you use your left brain. So let's begin with this first C, and that is involving, as I was mentioning, it's like how you analyze information, how you're going to evaluate different options, and how you're going to solve problems, especially complex problems. And in the classroom, this means that our students need to go beyond. Memorizing facts. It's not just memorize some facts. It's more than that. It's to analyze, really analyze what is happening. And as educators, we should promote critical thinking all the time. And the way we can do it is by um, using real world problems. We got to encourage our students to justify their answers and also asking open ended questions. Why? And what's happening this? How can we solve this? And stuff like that. So, for example, instead of just simply asking for definitions, we can ask our students to compare concepts, explain their reasoning, or propose solutions. As I was saying, use the WH question, words. So it's important because when students think critically, they become more independent, confident, and they are capable learners, and that's what we are looking for. The second C is creative thinking. Creative is creative and creativity is not only about art, and some people think it's only about art, but it's not. It's about thinking in new ways, making connections, and generating original ideas. We gotta, explore new possibilities to solve problems. And students also in the classroom, you know, students going to have choices, different choices to, where they can demonstrate learning, and we need to encourage them. We need to encourage the brainstorming and how they're going to connect the lesson with to real life situations in foreign languages. Spanish. When I teach Spanish, I like to try to. I'm trying to connect all these things with their life, not just the fact of learning, a second language, but also how you're going to use it when you are outside. If you go to a restaurant or you're ordering some, so how you're going to use it in your life, and also like to allow my students to create new scenarios because they get more motivated when they're doing that. They get more confident. They get the ability as well to create, to innovate in those different scenarios, and that's what I like to um, encourage. I'd like to encourage you to do this in your classroom as well. So the next C is um, communication. Communication is much more than speaking. Speaking is obviously one of those, but communication it also involves writing, listening, presenting, and using digital tools to express ideas clearly. And I love communication because communication is one of my standards, the main standard in my class. And why should we teach communication skills? Because um, you know our students are going to be able to learn how to express themselves with clarity and to understand others. Especially these skills, you know, are not just essential in school, but in the life, in our life. And the students, they can just keep participating in different things. Like, how are we going to work with communication in class? Well, we can do, participate in debates. Students can participate in debates. They can present any type of project, and they could also collaborate through shared documents. And this uh, when I just the word collaborate, so it's because the next C is connected to all of the previous ones. That we have been talking about. And collaboration is the next C, and collaboration is all about working with other people, but not just working, but you got to work effectively and respectfully to achieve a common goal. When we respect, our classmates, when our students respect their classmates, they're also respecting diverse viewpoints, and they're contributing to a common goal because they got to finish that task on time. And if they work individually, they're going to probably take, more time to finish. But when they work in groups, and they also can just understand the roles in that group, and they can also reflect on how the teamwork is gonna help them to finish that task faster. Effective collaboration also give the students more responsibility. They learn the word of being responsible. They are learning about empathy. They are learning about how to function as part of a team, and that's why it's so important to keep promoting this skill as well. In conclusion, the why should we teach the four C's? Because critical thinking, communicating, collaborating, and creativity are essential components of high quality instruction. These skills prepare our students not only for school but for their future careers, and also and also life experiences. So if this week you're working with a topic, I'd like to invite you to think about um, one of the lessons that you are just using, and where you can just intentionally bring all these skills to your lesson plan, and try to make another significant impact on your students' learning. And I know you will do that because it's what we do as teachers. So um, thank you so much for your time and for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you got questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to keep talking to you about the four skills and the four C's. and that we just checked in this presentation. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.